Janet, I finally found your account. You've given me a hell of a hard time. You one-sidedly insulated me. You disappeared with my precious son. I am the laughingstock of the neighborhood. They called me the poor mother-in-law who was abandoned by her eldest son and daughter-in-law. And they didn't even tell me. You changed your phone numbers, messenger, everything. It took me 6 years to find your contact information. But you can't run away now. I wonder what you are doing, now that you even got my son to get involved. Oh, is this Susan? Long time no see. How have you been? You're kidding. How did you know my account? I changed it after I cut ties with you. If you think you can escape from me, you are mistaken. I asked every relative and acquaintance I could think of, and I got your ID. Oh no. I thought I'd never have to deal with you again. I'm sorry to hear that. Now hurry up and give me Bob's contact information. Huh? You don't know? I just can't find him. I really wanted to get in touch with Bob, not you. But now that I've gotten in touch with you, it's as good as being in touch with Bob. Come on, get on with it and give me Bob's contact information. Oh, I'm so happy I get to see my son for the first time in 6 years. I'm sorry, but I don't have Bob's contact information either. Huh? You don't have to hide it now. I really don't know. Don't lie. You're a married couple and you don't have his number? What? You don't know? What? We're divorced. Divorced? Yes. When did you get divorced? About 5 years ago. 5 years ago? That's right after you guys broke off relations with me. That's right. We were both busy with work and we grew apart. But we both agreed to separate. It's an amicable divorce. Oh, so you're single now? No, I'm married to another man. That's a lie. What? It's strange that I still can't get in touch with Bob, even though you're divorced. Normally, you'd come back to your parents' house after divorce, wouldn't you? In other words, the divorce is a lie. Just because you don't want to give me Bob's contact information, don't make up some random story. The divorce is a fact. Stop messing around and hurry up and give me Bob's contact information. I told you I don't know. You stubborn bitch! You brainwashed my son. Brainwashing? That's right. You brainwashed my son. You made him break off relations with me. That's not true. Bob decided to break off relations with you of his own volition. All right. Then give me my grandchild. Grandchild? You gave birth, didn't you? My grandchild. No, I didn't. There you go, lying again. Where did you get that information? When I was looking for your contact information, I also heard a rumor that you had a baby. It's just a rumor, right? Hey, is my grandchild a boy or a girl? Which one? If it's a boy, he'll be my heir. Give him to me now. I don't have a son. You're not only stealing my son, but also you're stealing my grandson. You don't listen to me at all. At least, I did not give birth to what you can call your grandchildren. I'll be picking up your son one of these days. Huh? If I were to raise your child, it would be a good opportunity for Bob to come back, wouldn't it? He's a father. Of course he wants to see his own children. Huh, but... Susan, you don't know where I live, do you? Don't underestimate me. Hey, how did you get my address? It doesn't matter. Just make sure you're ready to leave the house as soon as I get there. And make sure you have your child's clothes and other things ready. Susan, please wait. I'll see you later. Susan. Mom, what shall I do? It might be bad. Janet, what happened? Susan found me. What? Susan is Bob's mother? That's right. Susan and I broke off relations with one another 6 years ago. She's been trying to find out Bob's and my contact information for a long time. She finally contacted me on my messenger. She's very vindictive. Well, it would have been okay if she just found my messenger. Susan seems to know my address too. She wants me to give her her grandchildren. What? Grandchildren? Even though you don't have any kids? No matter what I say, she doesn't believe me. She heard a rumor somewhere that I had a child. You already told her you divorced Bob, didn't you? Of course I did. I also told her that I remarried and that I didn't have her grandchild. Why is she so obsessed with her grandchildren? Susan has been asking me to hurry up and show her grandchildren's faces since Bob and I got married. She had been nagging me to show her grandchildren's faces as soon as possible. At that time, Bob wanted to have a child too. She seems to think that if she takes the grandchild, Bob will come back to her. Did you talk to your husband about it? I told him about the situation, but he's been transferred to a different state. I don't think he'll be back anytime soon. Well, then come back to our house for the time being. Is that okay? Susan is a person with a lot of problems that you want to break off relations with, right? I really don't know what she'll do. Your father wants you to come home soon too. I'll pick you up tomorrow morning with your father. Pack your stuff today. Thanks, Mom. That will be great. Janet, I took my grandson home today. Yes? It's impossible to raise a child by a scab mother like you. What are you saying? So, I went to your house earlier and took your son. I kept pressing the intercom. You just ignored me. Huh? Oh, you came to my house already. Yes, I went to pick up my grandchild. No way. Janet, you're an unfit mother. Even in the yard, it's not safe to let a small child play outside alone. What? In the yard? That's right. Your son is playing in full view from the road. What will you do if a prowler snatches him? Well, we don't have a yard. Are you out of your mind? You have a big yard in front of your house. What? But don't worry. I took your son into my custody. Huh? I'm on the bus with your son on the way to my house. Bus? What? What are you doing? It's your fault for not coming out of your house forever. No, wait. He isn't my child. That's your kid. Are you crazy? You're the one who's crazy. I'm so happy to be able to live with my grandson starting today. I'm going to brag about it to my neighbors right away. No, you can't. He's not your grandson. He's a cute little boy. If you look closely, he looks just like Bob, doesn't he? His eyes look just like Bob's. That can't be true. They're not father and son. I don't see any resemblance between you and him. I'm glad he doesn't resemble my cocky ex-daughter-in-law. I'll take good care of him as the heir of my family. Susan, please, stop it. I'm on the bus now. I can't answer the phone. Then please, get off the bus. What on earth are you doing taking that child? That's not my child, and it's certainly not your grandchild. Ah, what is your son's name? I don't know. He's not my child. Oh, well, I'll ask him later. Please, you have to listen to me. I don't want to. I'm not going to listen to you. You're an unfit mother. What you're doing is a crime. Susan. Mom, I think I'm in trouble. What? What happened this time? I was going to pick you up now. I got a text from Susan just now, and she said she came to my place. Oh no, she came already? Janet, are you okay? It seems she didn't come to my house. Huh? What do you mean? I don't know what's going on either. She pressed the intercom and she said I didn't answer. I never heard the intercom ring, and I live in an apartment building. She's talking like I have a garden right where I live. What the hell? And there was this kid playing in the yard. She thought the kid was her grandchild and took him away. What? That's kidnapping. Is she just joking or harassing me? Maybe she's delusional and thinks she's taking her grandchild, but I don't know what she would do. I'm so worried about that kid. You have to call the cops right now. Huh? It's like your ex-mother-in-law just confessed to kidnapping that child. Before things get worse, let's have the police go check on her. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'll do that. Hey, Janet, what's going on? There's a police car parked in front of my house. Hey, why are the police coming to my house? You called them, didn't you? Susan, where are you now? Right by my house. I was going home with my grandson. The police are hanging around and I'm too scared to go near them. You're harming that child, aren't you? Don't be ridiculous. This child is my precious grandchild. Who would harm her own grandchild? Susan, I'll say it again. That child is a complete stranger. Do you still say that? Who would believe the words of such a bad parent who leaves her own child alone in the yard? Let me ask you something. How old is he? Age? I asked him earlier. He said he's 4. You know what? I haven't had a baby yet. What? I'm 7 months pregnant. Huh? So, that baby in your belly is my grandchild too? Are you already pregnant with your second? No, I'm not. This is the first time I'm having a baby. My current husband, who I remarried, is the father of my baby. What? What are you talking about? Then who gave birth to the grandbaby next to me? It can't be anyone but you. I told you that child is not mine. I have never given birth. How in the world could you have mistakenly thought I gave birth to that 4-year-old child? Because I went to the house where you and Bob lived. I saw a small child playing in the yard. I was sure it was my grandchild. Where exactly is this house you're talking about? What? You don't even know the address of your own house? Your house is near S Station in S City, isn't it? What? S Station in S City? That's right. A house with a big yard. That house is not mine. What? That's impossible. I have information that you did live in that house. That information seems to be very old. That's where Bob and I lived from the time we broke off relations with you until we divorced. After the divorce, we both moved out. We live in a completely different place now. Wait a minute. So the kid I brought with me? We heard that a newlywed couple moved in after we left. I think it is their child. The wife was pregnant when they moved in, so their child is about 4 years old now? Oh my God. Did I bring a child of a complete stranger into the house? That's what I mean. The couple has already reported their son missing from the yard. Then where's my grandson? At least I didn't give birth to him. Oh no. I thought I was going to be able to live with my adorable grandson. Hey Janet, hurry up and give me Bob's contact information. If he remarries and has a child, I'll raise that child myself. Are you still saying that at this stage? Of course. I'll have Bob live with me. The woman he's remarried to be honest, she's in the way. I have no choice, so I'll let her live with us. I'm telling you, I don't think you'll ever see Bob again. Huh? Why do you think Bob broke off relations with you? Because you instigated it, right? No, it wasn't. It was because you were so possessive and over-involved that he had a mental breakdown. That can't be true. Bob has always been a kind and mama's boy. He really didn't want to break off relations with me. Because you brainwashed him, he had to stop contacting me. Then why do you think you still can't get in touch with him? It's because Bob doesn't want anything to do with you. You were bullying me at the time. Bullying you? Don't talk nonsense. I just wanted you to be a good wife. I was just trying to educate you. How is that an education? You threw away my food because it didn't taste like yours. You pressured me to have grandchildren as soon as possible. You have been cursing me for years, saying that women who can't bear children are useless. Bob got completely fed up with his mother's ugly behavior and decided to break off relations with you. That's a lie. Bob is not the kind of child who would abandon his mother. I'll do whatever it takes to find Bob. My dream is to live with my beloved son and my adorable grandchildren. This time, I'm going to find Bob and his child. I'll bring them to my house. That's impossible. Why not? Bob seems to be overseas right now. What? Overseas? I really wanted to get in touch with him about this, so I did some research through acquaintances. Then I found out that he has been living abroad since last year, due to his work. By the way, he has only told a few people his current address. He doesn't plan to come back to the US for a while. I beg your pardon? This is what I had to say. I don't want to, not being able to see Bob. Anyway, please return the child to his parents as soon as possible. Well, I'm sure the police will take him into custody first. What should I do? There's a police officer coming towards me. Please hand over the child to him. What? What? Am I going to be arrested? Of course you are. Wait! I was just trying to bring my grandchild home. I'm telling you, he's not your grandson. Hey, Janet, come and help me. I didn't have any ill intentions. Please convince the policeman. I'm sorry, but I'm not in a place where I can come right away. Oh no! Please, help me! Please make sure you pay for your crime. Give me a break. I just wanted to live with Bob and my grandchild. Shortly thereafter, the former mother-in-law was seized by the police. The child was safely taken into custody. He must have been very scared to be taken away by a strange old woman. I am very glad to hear that the child was unharmed. The couple whose child was abducted filed a report without hesitation. According to what I heard later, the couple did not notice the intercom when my former mother-in-law visited them. Their younger child was sleeping, and they had turned off the sound so as not to wake him up. Naturally, the ex-mother-in-law was arrested and will probably face jail time. The former father-in-law has already passed away, and she has been cut off from all her relatives because of this incident. She will spend her old age in solitude after she gets out of prison. After the incident, I talked to my ex-husband on the phone. He apologized to me in tears, saying that even though he broke off relations with her, he was sorry. He told me that 2 years after we divorced, he remarried another woman and is now the father of one child. And I, too, recently gave birth to my first child without any issues. My husband, of course, and my parents are delighted with the birth of their grandchild. I would like to believe that my child will not be targeted by a crazy person like my former mother-in-law, but I would like to be very careful for the safety of my child. Susan, I'm sorry. I'm actually pregnant with Bob's child. Huh? I'm saying that I'm pregnant with your husband Bob's child. You're kidding, right? You know what? There's no way I would say something like this as a joke. Lately, he's been coming home late, working overtime or something. And on his days off, he's always off somewhere by himself. I thought maybe he was cheating on me, but I had no idea that you were having an affair with him. You are married to my brother. How could you do that? Cheating is bad enough, But you have a child with Bob? Well, my husband is a serious guy. I don't enjoy being with him. That's why we haven't had sex for so long now. On the other hand, Bob is fun to be with. He knows good restaurants. He knows how to treat women, and he is perfect. It's true that my brother is more serious than Bob. He may lack some of the fun factor. But you knew that before you got married. My brother doesn't complain even if you do whatever you want. You're a full-time housewife. He even gives you more than enough money. And yet, you cheat on my brother, have an affair with Bob, and then get pregnant. At the very least, why not cheat on someone else? You are betraying not only my brother, but also me and my parents. Do you understand that? Shut up! I understand. That's why I'm saying I'm sorry, and I'm telling you like this. You don't look very sorry to me. Then what do you want me to do? You want me to have an abortion? Anyway, I'll check with Bob. But first, let me check with you. What? Are you sure it's Bob's child? That's what I've been telling you. I know you're in shock and don't want to believe it. It shouldn't be possible. Huh? What did you say? No, it's nothing. Anyway, I can't say anything without confirming it with Bob. Have it your way. If what I say is true, then give me Bob. It's your fault to begin with. Huh? My fault? Because you and Bob have been married for more than 5 years now, right? We've been married for 7 years now. Right? And you can't have kids because you're infertile, right? Please don't make assumptions. No, I don't. Of course I'm right. Well, your parents might get sad, but I'll have Bob's parents love me for it. They might be surprised at first when they find out that Bob cheated on you. But I bet they'll be happy when they find out they have their first grandchild. Please confirm this with Bob as soon as possible. I'm on my 5th month of pregnancy and my belly is getting bigger. If we divorce now, I'll make it in time to have a baby. So please, divorce him as soon as possible. Hey, Zach, can I talk to you for a minute?
Susan, long time no see. Is everything okay?
I'm sure you'll be absolutely shocked, but I want you to calm down and listen to me. Janet is having an affair with my husband Bob, and she says they're having a baby. Yesterday, she contacted me, and when my husband came home at night, I immediately questioned him about it. He said that she was right. My husband says he doesn't want to divorce, that it was just a spur-of-the-moment thing, and that he begs me to forgive him. I asked him how long the relationship had been going on. He said it had been going on for months. I absolutely cannot forgive him. He betrayed me.
Susan, calm down.
How can you be so calm?
Because I knew that she was cheating on me.
Really?
She's obviously been going out more, and she keeps her phone close to her all the time. I can even smell men's perfume. It's too obvious.
So you're going to forgive her?
No. I'm not going to forgive her. I was thinking of hiring a detective. I didn't think it would be Bob. And I can't believe she's pregnant. I'm shocked too.
About that, there's no way he can be the father.
Huh? What do you mean?
You see, we've been married for 7 years now, and we haven't had kids, right? We went for a test the other day. He didn't want to go for the test, but he was afraid to see the results. He was like, "Of course it's you. I'm a man. There's no way I have a problem. I don't need to see that. Just throw it away." And then, I was curious, so I pretended to throw it away, and when I looked at the test results, I found out that he was sterile. By the way, there was nothing wrong with mine.
Wow. That means the father of her baby is not Bob, right? That means she's having an affair with another man too, and she's trying to make it out to be his child. Maybe I've spoiled her too much. I absolutely can't forgive her for what happened.
You're right. I can't forgive him either. Let's make them regret what they did. Susan, did you talk to Bob? I did. You were right. He admitted that he had an affair with you. It's not an affair. I'm serious. He loves me more than you. You heard about the pregnancy, right? What I said was true, wasn't it? I heard it. He said she's pregnant with my child. Right? There's no way I would lie. He told me, "Thank you for being pregnant with my child. Susan is infertile. That's why we couldn't have a child no matter how long we tried." He said he has no use for an infertile wife. Now that I'm pregnant with this child, I'm remarrying him. So you'll divorce him, right? Yeah, okay. Really? I'll gladly give that unfaithful man to you. There's no undoing it later or anything. I even have the proof of our texts. There's no way I'll take it back. I'll gladly divorce. You're a sore loser. Janet, you don't know anything, do you? I'm sure you'll have a lot of misfortune waiting for you from now on. But I'll just say, congratulations for now. Huh? What are you talking about? You're a sore loser anyway. I'm going to have his baby, and the three of us are going to live happily together. I'll quickly divorce my husband, whose only redeeming quality is his seriousness. Susan, please divorce Bob as soon as possible. Susan, I got married to Bob. Thank you so much. Thank you for leaving Bob alone. I was able to take him away from you and even have a child with him. And on top of that, thanks to your quick divorce, I was able to marry him before I had a baby. I'm really happy. The baby in my belly is growing up well, and it looks like it could be born next month. I'm so happy that I'm kind of scared. You hit rock bottom because of me. I really feel sorry for you. You are the one who should be pitied. You really don't know anything, do you? What? What are you talking about? Since you don't seem to know, I'll tell you. What in the world? Don't be so presumptuous. Tell me. He has no sperm. What? That's a lie. That can't be true. I'm not lying. So the father of your baby can't be Bob. That's not true. The father of my baby is Bob. You can't just play dumb. We have the test results. He hasn't seen the test results, but they say that almost 100% of pregnancies can't be carried to term naturally. Maybe the test results were wrong. My brother knows an obstetrician. I showed him the test results and he confirmed it. Could your brother be your ex-husband? You know what that means, right? He knows that you cheated on him repeatedly and that you got pregnant. You cheated on him with my ex-husband and that the father of your child is not my ex-husband, but another man. You can't be serious. I can't believe you found out. Then why did your brother agree to divorce so easily? He never accused me of cheating on him. That's just the beginning. What? From now on, I'm going to make you regret betraying me and my brother. What? What are you going to do? You're not going to tell Bob that he is not the father of this child, are you? Please? I'll do anything, just don't do that. Then, will you pay me $200,000 in alimony? $200,000? There's no way I have that kind of money. Of course. You've been supported by my brother all along, right? And yet, you betrayed my brother. That's really unforgivable. Don't tell me that you can do anything you want when you can't do it. Oh no. Please look forward to our revenge. Susan, please, I want you to forgive me. Bob, long time no see. I heard your child was born safe and sound. Congratulations.
Thank you, Susan. You may not believe me when I say this after cheating on you, but I loved you and was really shocked when you told me you were divorcing me. But now that we have a child, I've come to think that the three of us should do our best. I feel really sorry for you.
I don't need to talk about it anymore. You gave me alimony, but there's one thing I have to tell you.
What's that?
I hesitate to bring this up, but the baby Janet gave birth to is not your baby.
What are you talking about? I know you're pissed, but don't make that up.
I'm not making that up, it's true.
How the hell do you know that, Susan?
Because you have no sperm.
Huh? What are you talking about?
We took the test together last year. Have you forgotten already? You were worried about the results. You told me you were not infertile, so you don't have to look at this stuff, just throw it away. I was curious, so I looked at the test results. It turns out that a natural conception is nearly impossible for you.
Oh no, but it's not 100% right? Maybe a miracle happened?
Not only that, at the time Janet would have gotten pregnant, you weren't in the States because of an overnight business trip, right? When you think about it, it's hard to believe that it's your child. I understand why you don't believe me, or don't want to believe me. Why don't you take a DNA test? The results will make it clear.
Okay, I'll do that.
You betrayed me. I told you to keep quiet about the baby. I never agreed to it, did I? And I only advised him to take a DNA test. If he really trusted you, he wouldn't have done that, would he? I heard that you approached him several times in a sexual manner. At first, he refused your advances, but you were too persistent. He apologized to me over and over again, saying that he had taken you up on your offer. He couldn't trust you, could he? And the result is clear. I heard that the real father is a host, 10 years younger than you. I can't believe you spent the money that my brother worked so hard for the host. My brother told me that you guys hadn't had sex for a long time. That's true, but so what? You were dumped by the host and tried to find a father for your child, but you didn't want to have sex with my brother. That's why you turned your attention to Bob, wasn't it? You knew that too? Bob told me, now that he thinks about it, his family is rich. Maybe you were after his parents' money. Janet, you were very interested in Bob's parents' occupation and their house, right? That's just out of curiosity. Actually, his parents are rich and very kind. At first, they couldn't forgive him for having an affair, but after all, they were happy to have a grandchild. His parents paid for the hospital bills, the move to the new house, and everything else. So what? He told his parents the truth. What? Did he? His parents are very angry with you. They are going to have him divorce you, ask you to pay for the hospital bills, and for moving to a new house. They also said they're going to ask you alimony. Oh no! There is no way I can pay that kind of money. It's not my business. Why don't you tell that to him and his parents? I don't think they will forgive you. Janet, you are amazing in a way, aren't you? What? To make his parents that angry, they are ready to hire a lawyer and go to court. They're saying they're going to make you pay for what you did. I don't have any savings, and I've been a housewife. It would be hard to find a job. It's not my business, really. Not only did you take Bob away from me, but you also hurt my brother. You are gonna be punished for that. Oh, I forgot to say something important. Is there anything more? My brother and I are going to charge you alimony, so brace yourself. You're kidding! I'll be buried in debt, you know? It's your fault. It's crazy that you didn't expect this. His parents said that he had done a really bad thing to me, but they really appreciate me telling them about the kid. They've offered to pay the legal fees to sue you, so I'll take up their offer. Be prepared. Oh no! It wasn't supposed to be like this! Janet got divorced from Bob. Janet was charged for the hospital bills of her child, the cost of moving to a new house, and alimony from Bob. In addition, my brother and I also demanded alimony. The lawyer arranged by Bob's parents was really good at his job. Janet realized that she could not escape, so she asked her parents for help and paid the money. Janet was disowned by her parents. The child she gave birth to was adopted by Janet's sister and her husband, who were unable to have children. There was no way Janet, who was in debt, would be able to raise the child. I was worried about the innocent child. I was relieved to hear that the child was adopted by her decent older sister and her husband. I see Bob once in a while. I can't forgive him right now, but I don't hate him anymore. I am still comfortable with him, so I will continue our relationship for a while. I will see how things go. Nice to meet you. Is this the right account for you, Janet? Who are you? My name is Destiny. I'm your husband's ex-wife. Ex-wife? I'm asking if I'm on your account. It's true that I'm Janet. I think you must have misunderstood something. Huh? What? My husband is in his first marriage. Would you please not make him a divorced man? What are you talking about? Since I'm the ex-wife, I'm saying he's divorced. Did you hear nothing about it? I really feel sorry for you. What are you talking about? My husband and I have nothing to hide from each other. Oh my God, you're so cute. But unfortunately, you're going to be dumped because your husband will remarry me. What? Don't you get it? I mean, you were just an in-between girl until he remarried me. He loved me so much. I guess he was so shocked that I broke up with him that he used you to fill his loneliness. You didn't know that, and you married him without a second thought. You really are an idiot. I can't believe you're going to be a divorced woman because of me. I'm really sorry. What are you talking about? I said it's his first marriage, right? That's why you haven't heard anything about it. I really feel sorry for you. Maybe you've mistaken me for someone else? What? How could I be mistaken? You're Janet, right? Yes, but... You see? I'm right. It's like you haven't been told anything. You're so pathetic. I'll make a special effort to tell you. When we got divorced, we promised to remarry in 5 years. Remarry in 5 years? What do you mean? We didn't get divorced because we didn't get along. I still like him too. He especially loves me for my good looks. He didn't want to divorce me no matter what. But at that time, everyone around me was insisting. He got tired of it. I got tired of it too. So I had no choice but to divorce him. I don't think he was my husband. I'm sure you did something that just made them say that he should get a divorce. That's rude. I would never do such a thing. Well, I don't blame you. I'm sure you'd like to say something sarcastic, since your husband was taken away from you. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you the most important thing. What is it? I'm pregnant with your husband. Huh? You're pregnant with my husband's child? That's right. It's been 5 years since our divorce. I met him for the first time in a while to talk about getting remarried. We drank a lot of alcohol and we got carried away. I didn't think I'd end up pregnant, so I was surprised myself. Whether she looks like me or him, There is no doubt that she will be a beautiful baby. When did you meet my husband? Why, about 3 months ago. 3 months? There's no way you met my husband 3 months ago. I still think you're mistaken about something. Huh? It can't be a misunderstanding. I actually met your husband for the first time in a long time, and even got pregnant. Like I said in the beginning, my husband is his first marriage. I'm his first wife, and he is not a divorcee. So you were deceived. How often do you hear that people hide the fact that they're divorced? Anyway, please divorce him as soon as possible. I want to remarry him before my belly gets too big. If you insist that much, I will check with my husband just to be sure. As you can imagine, I can't make a decision based solely on what you say. Well, that's fine. I think you'll see that what I say isn't a lie. You'd better get a quick divorce, okay? Make sure you check with him. If you don't contact me anytime soon, I won't let you get away with it. Bob, I think you're on your way to your business trip right now. Can you text me now?
I'm on the train right now. I'll be okay for a while. What's up? Something wrong?
I just want to check, just in case. I'm not doubting you by any means. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, I get it, but what the hell is going on? I don't see what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, you're right. My head is a mess right now, too.
Are you okay? I won't be offended by anything you say, so just talk to me.
I just got a text from someone named Destiny. She says she's your ex-wife.
Huh? I've only ever been married to you.
I know. That's what I'm saying, too. You just haven't been told anything. She keeps insisting that you're a divorcee.
I don't even know this Destiny person to begin with.
Really? So you're telling me that she's mistaking you for someone else after all? You and she divorced 5 years ago, but you two originally divorced with a promise of remarriage. It's been almost those 5 years. So you'll divorce me and you're supposed to remarry that Destiny.
What the heck is that?
And she met you 3 months ago and had a lot of fun with you. And now she's pregnant with your child. That's impossible, isn't it?
3 months ago is when I was in the hospital with a broken leg. No way. Absolutely not. I'm not a divorcee, and I don't even know this person. I swear to God I'm not having an affair. You have to believe me.
Of course I believe you. I knew it was a mistake, so I figured I better check just in case. And maybe this person? I thought you might know who this person is. I told her I'd check with you.
No, it's an unusual name, so if I knew her, I wouldn't forget it. I have no idea.
Okay, thanks. I'm sorry if I offended you.
No, I mean, when you get a call like that from someone you don't know, even if you trust each other, it's natural to be surprised. So, what are you going to say to her?
Well, I don't know. Well, since I don't know her and you don't know her either, I guess I'll just have to say I think you're mistaken.
Right, but I'm wondering how she knew your contact info.
That's the thing. Maybe she's connected to someone I know. I'll ask my parents or some local friends if they have any idea, just to be sure.
Okay. Can you hold off on replying to this person until I get back from my business trip?
Hold off? Why?
She seems like a dangerous woman. You never know what she'll say again, right? I think it's better to reply when we're both together. I think it'll go more smoothly.
Sure, yeah. Okay, I'll hold off.
Thank you. I'll buy you some gifts to look forward to.
Yay! Thank you. Good luck with today's presentation.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the business trip, Bob.
Janet, I was just about to call you. I just finished a meeting with my client about an hour ago. I'm about to catch the train.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you. I've been trying to reach you about that woman, Destiny. I know who it is.
Seriously? You knew her?
No, neither you nor I. We've never even met.
That's right, because I had no idea who she was. Then how did you know? Did you know someone who knew her or something?
I heard about her from a relative of mine. I contacted you, but it's going to be a long story, so I'll tell you the details when you get home. I just wanted to tell you that I found out who it was as soon as possible.
I'll get home as soon as I can. I just checked the timetable, and I should be home in about 2 hours.
Okay, have a safe trip home.
Thanks.
Hey, how long are you going to make me wait? I said if you didn't call me, I wouldn't forgive you. I was right, wasn't I? You didn't want a divorce. You didn't want to contact me. You're going to get a divorce anyway, no matter how hard you try. Hey, are you listening to me? You're not just going to ignore me like this, are you? I know where you live. If you keep ignoring me like this, I'm going to barge in on you. Destiny, will you please stop calling me like you're threatening me? You finally responded. It's your fault. You never contacted me or responded back to me no matter how long it took. I just looked at my phone to contact you. I was surprised to see a bunch of notifications from you. I'm not going to keep ignoring you. I checked with my husband. Yes, I was right, wasn't I? You weren't right at all. Don't lie to me. You and him were married under false pretenses. I'm so sorry you didn't know that. He asked you to divorce him so he could get back with me, right? No, he didn't. After all, my husband doesn't know about you. Huh? That can't be true. You're useless, so get the hell out and divorce him. My husband has never been divorced. What? My husband is not divorced. He's only ever been married to me, and he's never even heard of you. You're kidding. Who are you talking about? My husband's name is Bob. Huh? Bob? Who's that? I told you he's my husband. You've got it all wrong. Don't lie to me. Your husband's name is Zach, right? Nope. I knew you were confusing Zach with my husband. Now it's clear. What? I don't understand what's going on. You still don't understand? You contacted me because you mistook him for my husband. But you said his name. You know who Zach is, and you still say I've mistaken him for someone else? Yes, I know who Zach is, and I've met him. Right? I know that you and Zach went on a date. Yes, my aunt introduced us. I went out with him. We went out to eat together a few times, and even went to the movies. After talking with him, I realized that he was a nice guy, but our values didn't match. So I turned him down. So we weren't in a relationship, and of course we were not married. You're lying, aren't you? Huh? I'm not. Because a few months after you went out with him, he got married. I thought he was married to you. I knew it. You didn't confirm it or anything. You contacted me like this because you thought I did. That's... This time around, I contacted the woman who set up the blind date. Then she told me about Zach. He wanted to remarry as soon as possible. After we stopped going out, he went on another blind date right away. He got married a few months later. Huh? That's a lie. I'm not lying. How did you know my account? Well, that's... There's no point in playing me. You must have been nearby when I was meeting Zach somewhere. I'm the victim here, and if you don't tell me the truth, I'll have no choice but to talk to the police. Okay, I'll tell you the truth. I spied on you and Zach meeting at a pub. And when you and Zach were both away from the table for a while, I took the chance to check your account. I thought you and Zach were married. I contacted you like this, but I had no idea that I was wrong. Hey, I can't believe I was wrong about you. I won't forgive you if you lied to me. You said you met my husband 3 months ago, and things got very exciting, didn't you? My husband broke his leg and was in the hospital 3 months ago. So there's no way he could have had that kind of relationship with you. This proves that you are mistaken, doesn't it? No way! Besides, as I have told you many times, my husband's name is Bob. This time around, I asked my relative for Zach's contact information. I got in touch with him. I wanted to make sure what was true. I told him that you had mistaken me for his wife. Then, 3 months ago, you met with him and had a lot of fun. I told him that you are pregnant with this child. He was very surprised. Then he got angry and said there was no truth to it. What? He said that you had told him that you really needed to talk to him. He was threatened to do something if he didn't come. He said he had no choice but to go. By the way, he said he wanted his wife to be there in case something happened to him. His wife was sitting nearby watching you. Huh? That's a lie! I'm not lying. The other day, you said you two drank a lot of alcohol and got excited, didn't you? I said that, and it's true! He was drinking non-alcoholic beer. Huh? Non-alcoholic? No way! Don't tell me you didn't notice that too. Normally, you would have noticed that since you were there, right? You must have been very excited to see him for the first time in a long time. So it's not true that you got pregnant because you drank too much, is it? Well, it's no use trying to cover it up. He said you two left the restaurant and quickly went home. His wife was watching the whole time, so she knows what happened too. So you're also lying about you being pregnant. He is living happily with his wife now. He's very angry that you lied like that. Oh no! I heard that the cause of your divorce was you cheating on him. You cheated on him, but you didn't want to divorce him. You said to him, let's remarry in 5 years. After 5 years, you can forgive me, right? You know what I mean, right? It was one-sided. He had no intention to do so, and he never once said that he understood. Besides, you weren't in love with him the whole time, were you? Huh? What are you talking about? It's no use trying to hide it. You're busted. Why do you even say that? After 5 years, he got scared that you were really coming on to him. So he got you checked out by a detective agency. A detective agency? That's that much? That's how scared he was of you, isn't it? You were having an affair until recently, and that your partner's wife is demanding alimony from him. And that you approach Zach in order to pay that alimony. He knows all about it. No way! He is the president of the company. You wanted to trick him and pay for you, right? That's right! I don't have a choice! What should I do? How am I supposed to know about that? It's none of my business. All I'm saying is, don't contact me anymore. I understand. I won't contact you anymore. I'm sorry for what I've done. Last request. Can you give me the contact information for his wife? Huh? I don't have his wife's contact information. If you really want to know, why don't you just ask him? That's impossible. I'm blocked by him. I can't contact him. That's his answer, isn't it? I don't understand how you thought that you could remarry him. Please, I really need to get in touch with him. Can you help me? Or get his wife's contact information somehow? What are you talking about? Why would I do that? Are you trying to resist me? I don't need to resist you. You and I have never even met. I don't have to help you to begin with. Don't be so cold. If you don't help me, I might take your husband away from you. Is that okay with you? I don't think so. Besides, I don't think my husband will fall for you. Huh? You don't know that. You wouldn't understand because you've never seen me. Unlike you, I am beautiful. I can make a man fall for me in an instant. Is that so? But I don't think my husband will fall for you. Huh? Why not? He hates women like you, who are too self-conscious and only think of themselves. Huh? I'm self-conscious? You didn't realize it? My husband says he can't stand women like you. Why does he have to say that much? Right now, he is standing next to me, looking at these messages, saying, "This is really annoying." I'm annoying? I'm so beautiful. You seem to have a lot of confidence in your appearance. But with that kind of personality, you may never be happy. Huh? Who the hell do you think you are? I'm sorry if I offended you. I have to excuse myself. After that, I found out later that Zach is a company owner. Destiny thought that Bob would manage to pay the alimony on her behalf, so she approached him. Of course, he would never take her up on that offer. In the end, she was asked to pay $30,000 in alimony. And in tears, she borrowed money from a loan shark to pay it. It seems that she was cut off from her family. She can't rely on anyone, so she has been working multiple side jobs and working hard to make ends meet.
Janet, divorce me.
Huh?
I can't stand living like this anymore. If possible, let's divorce tomorrow. No, let's divorce today.
Wait a minute. What's going on? I don't get it at all. Divorce? You're kidding, right?
I'm serious.
Well, why are you suddenly wanting a divorce? Can't you just tell me why? Did I do something you don't like? I don't know where that's coming from.
All you do is work. You've been neglecting the house.
I don't think I've been neglecting.
That's what you think. You cut corners on food. You don't clean our house every day. You only do the laundry once a week. If you can't do the housework, why don't you just quit your job? That's no way to be a wife.
Wait a minute. We talked about this before we got married, right? I said I'd keep working after marriage. You agreed with me.
I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
It's only been 3 years since we got married. We are both working. We agreed to share the housework, but you said you weren't good at cooking or cleaning. I ended up doing all the housework, but I did my best to balance work and housework. I can't help but cut corners a little.
There's a limit to how much you can cut corners. You haven't even come home yet today.
I just left work. I'm going to stop by the supermarket and pick up some groceries.
I don't want to eat prepared food.
I'll cook. Besides, it's not like I serve prepared food every day. If you don't like prepared food, why don't you learn to cook?
Shut up. Anyway, I don't want to be married to you any longer because you're not a good wife.
What the hell is wrong with you? You've never said anything like that before.
I've been holding back. The truth is, I've been dissatisfied with you for a long time.
Yeah?
And you look down on me, don't you?
What do you mean?
Just because I'm still a regular employee, you're making fun of me for not being competent.
I'm not making fun of you.
I'm telling you, I'm not getting promoted because I'm incompetent. It's just that my boss doesn't have a good eye for people. You're lucky. You're a woman and you're a section chief. Your boss is an idiot. That's why even an incompetent woman like you got promoted.
I was just recognized for my hard work. Don't speak ill of my boss.
Then, can you go back to being a regular employee?
Huh?
If you're a wife, you should respect your husband. Either quit your job or go back to being a regular employee. You should earn less than I do.
Don't be crazy. If I quit my job in the first place, we wouldn't be able to make ends meet.
That's the point.
Huh?
You're saying we can't make ends meet on my salary, right? You're making fun of me because I don't make enough money.
I'm not making fun of you. It's normal for married couples to work nowadays. Why don't we both work and do the housework together?
You're not a very good listener, are you?
What?
You have no desire to devote yourself to your husband.
Then why did you allow me to continue working? If you don't want me to work that much, why didn't you tell me before we got married?
Don't make me tell you that. You should have figured it out and quit on your own.
Don't be so unreasonable. And like I said before, the reality is, I can't just quit my job. I've just been promoted. It's not right to ask the company to cut my salary.
Don't keep talking back to me. This doesn't work. I can't talk to a wife who gets paid more than her husband without thinking. I can't talk to you at all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And you're cheating on me.
Huh?
Stop fooling around.
Why are you suddenly... I'm not having an affair.
Bullshit. You're cheating on me right in front of me with no shame.
Huh?
You haven't let go of your computer or phone the whole time you've been at home. You're communicating with your lover, aren't you?
It's not like I'm on the computer 24/7. I use my computer and phone for work. I use them to communicate with people at work. I was doing research for a document.
Who knows? You know, you're in a hurry to deny it, and that's suspicious.
Do you really think I'm the kind of person who would do something like that?
You never know when people are going to do something like that.
I swear, I'm not cheating on you. I'll even show you my entire message history.
You can easily delete your history, right? That's dirty. You cheat on your husband while pretending to work.
Hey, Bob, you're acting weird. You've never been mean to me about my work before. Now you're suddenly telling me to quit my job and that I'm cheating on you? Maybe you're the one cheating on me?
Huh? You think I'm the kind of guy who would cheat on you?
Because you're suddenly saying you're divorcing me. I'm inclined to doubt you.
If you're going to doubt me, you must have proof, right?
I don't, but...
It's disgusting to doubt someone without any proof.
You're the one who doubted me without proof.
I knew it was the right decision to divorce you. I don't ever want to see your face again. I'm going to get the hell out of here.
Wait, Bob, let's talk it over, okay? I'll be home soon.
There's nothing more to talk about.
What?
The divorce is final. I'll get the papers tomorrow.
Hey, Bob, don't proceed one-sidedly. Bob!
Hey, Janet, have you gotten used to living alone yet?
Well, I lived alone when I was single, so I'm fine. You surprised me. I can't believe you really left.
Well, I'm glad you're a sensible woman. I thought you'd be more stubborn, but I'm glad you accepted the divorce so easily.
Because you have no intention of staying married to me. Clinging to you will only make me miserable.
I see. By the way, I called you today with some good news.
What?
I'm getting remarried.
Remarried?
Wow, I'm so popular. I will have gotten married 3 days after the divorce.
You're kidding.
It's true. Well, I'll have to do the formalities. I already moved in with her. I'm sorry I'm getting remarried so soon, huh?
I knew you were cheating on me. Since we got married, you were seeing her, weren't you?
I guess.
You're such a jerk.
What can I say? To be honest, you were a very important source of money for me. I can't just break up with you when I have nothing to support myself with.
You asked me to quit my job. You were relying on my income after all.
Thank God you totally got tricked.
So, how long have you been seeing your partner?
About 6 months. Unlike you, she's feminine and pretty. After all, she's 25 years old, 8 years younger than me.
She's so young.
We're planning to have a wedding soon. I bet she'll look so pretty in her wedding dress.
You've been talking about a lot of things without my knowledge.
What? Are you frustrated? Oh, you want me to show you a picture of her?
No thanks, I'm not interested.
Don't say that. You'd be surprised when you see it. Hey, isn't she so pretty?
Well,
Are you surprised to see how pretty she is?
yeah.
Her name is Erica. Even her name is pretty. Don't be jealous. I mean, there's no way a 30-year-old woman can compete with a 25-year-old woman.
I'm not trying to compete with her.
And she's not just beautiful. Her family is very rich.
Huh.
Isn't that great? She's beautiful, she's rich, she's wealthy, and I've got the best wife ever.
I'm speechless.
What's the matter? She's so perfect you're speechless.
Well, yeah.
When I met Erica, I realized something. I was the one who was supposed to marry up in the first place.
Huh.
When I marry a woman like you who works hard and earns a lot of money, I feel miserable because I don't make enough money. If the person you're married to has money to begin with, there's no need to feel bad, right?
I've been made to feel so bad.
Erica is a goddess who gently wrapped me in her arms when I was losing confidence because you looked down on me.
I didn't mean to look down on you.
No, I lost my confidence because you made fun of me. It's your fault I didn't get ahead.
Oh, no.
But don't worry, I'm a kind man and I don't blame you anymore. On the contrary, I'm going to give you a little present.
A present?
I'll send you a wedding invitation.
Huh?
I'll invite you to our wedding.
I'll pass. Ex-wife can't go to the wedding.
It's okay. Erica has a lot of money. I'm sure she'll have plenty of guests. No one will even notice if you're there.
No, it's not about whether or not they'll notice. I don't want to go.
You don't have to say that. Weddings are a great way to meet people, right? If you're lucky, you might meet a good guy there. Well, I can't guarantee that a divorced and old lady like you will be taken seriously.
How far do you have to go to make fun of me?
It's hilarious, isn't it? The groom's ex-wife is desperately looking for a man at the wedding.
Give me a break. I'm not going to the wedding, so please don't send me an invitation.
Oh, come on. Don't be so angry. You're lonely, aren't you? I'll save you a seat. Just make sure you come.
I'm not going.
What's the matter with you? You're so disappointed that I beat you?
Huh?
You're so frustrated that I'm marrying a rich girl because you've always looked down on me.
I'm not frustrated.
But if you won't come to the wedding, it's like admitting defeat. I offered you a place to meet someone and you turned me down. I'm going to live a happy life with Erica. But you, a miserable woman who has nothing to do but work, you'll be alone and lonely for the rest of your life.
Do you really think you can be happy?
What?
I saw your wife's face and it made me laugh.
Huh?
Because I didn't think what Erica said was true.
Huh? You know Erica?
I know her well. She's my big sister.
Your sister? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I said.
Bullshit. You're an only child. You never had a sister. When I visited your parents to tell them about us getting married, they never mentioned your sister.
Well, she's the daughter they disowned. It's natural that my parents don't talk about her.
Huh? Disowned?
About 3 years ago, at the company she worked for, my parents disowned her because she had an affair with her married boss. I haven't seen my sister since then.
Oh, an affair?
That's right. So there was no reason to introduce her to you. My parents didn't talk about her because they didn't want to.
Seriously?
My sister and I were never close to begin with. Even before she was disowned, we were rarely in touch. I was surprised when I got a message from her yesterday.
Erica contacted you?
Yes, she bragged about you a lot. She said she's getting married to an elite guy with a big salary. She was so excited that she was going to get married to an elite rich man. I can't believe she was talking about you.
No way.
My sister told me she met you at a blind date. You're single, you work for a big company, and you're the first one to get a promotion and you're so proud of it.
That's...
You're just an average guy at a small company. How could you lie like that?
Shut up. To get a girl like Erica. I thought I'd better just embellish my story.
Well, but you're not the only one who made up stories.
Huh?
It's a big lie that her family is rich.
What did you say?
She's my sister, you know. She has the same family background and wealth as me, right?
Oh.
She's just an ordinary person just like me. Or rather, less than average, since she was fired from her job for having an affair with her boss. She's only been working part-time, and after paying alimony to his wife, she's got no savings.
Seriously? The way she dressed, the way she talked, she looked like a rich lady.
To get you, the fake elite, she must have been acting like a wealthy woman.
Wait a minute. You said Erica's your big sister, right? Does that mean she's older than you?
Yes, she is. My sister is 35.
Huh. She's even older than me. She lied about being 25 too.
She's got a lot of guts to be 10 years older than me. Well, maybe it's because she has a baby face. She's still trying her best to look young.
What the hell is that?
You called me an old woman and made fun of me. But you chose my sister who is 2 years older than me. You like old ladies.
No, I don't. I prefer younger girls.
How dare you cheat on me with a 35-year-old?
Oh, damn. I was fooled by her looks. Well, I thought her makeup was a little thick. That was just to disguise her age.
Oh, I forgot to mention something important.
There's more?
My sister is married.
What?
She married the cheater I told you about, and they're not divorced.
You're kidding, right?
Well, if she's going to marry you, she's probably going to divorce him sooner or later.
That's crazy. She is marrying me. Why didn't she leave her husband first?
She wanted to keep him until she was sure she was going to marry you. I mean, you can't blame her. You were dating my sister while keeping me.
Ugh.
I'm sure my sister's husband will demand you alimony soon.
Alimony? There's no way I'm going to pay that. She tricked me.
It doesn't change the fact that you had an affair. And you tricked her too.
Yes, but...
Of course, I'm going to ask you and my sister alimony too.
Give me a break.
And I'm also going to ask you to pay me back for spending my savings without my permission.
You knew about this.
Of course I did. You're the only one who knows my PIN number. It looks like you've been withdrawing money from my account for the past 6 months. I'm sure you were just trying to look good and buy my sister some designer stuff. The money in that account is from my savings from when I was single. I'm going to ask for all of it back.
Oh no.
No, you can't say that you can't pay me back because you don't have the money. I'll ask you to pay it even if you have to borrow money.
Janet, can't we start over?
Huh?
I'll apologize for cheating on you, and I'll pay you back all the money.
It's too late to apologize now.
You don't want to be single forever either, do you? I'll help you with the housework this time. I won't complain about your work.
What are you talking about? You're already married to my sister.
I'm leaving, Erica.
Oh, you were so excited about your upcoming wedding. You're breaking up with her already?
I was deceived. If I'd known she was a married woman whose parents disowned her, I wouldn't have approached her in the first place.
It's your fault for believing her.
Janet.
Then I'll be contacting you through my lawyer from now on.
Janet, wait. I'm really sorry. Don't give up on me.
I then formally demanded alimony from Bob and my sister through my lawyer. The two were also charged alimony by my sister's husband. Since neither of them had any savings, they had to borrow money. Also, my sister was planning to be with Bob after divorcing her husband. However, when Bob found out who my sister really was, his feelings completely cooled down. Bob broke up with her. My angry sister started following Bob around. Their relationship has become increasingly bogged down. I have not been in contact with them at all, so I only know about them through rumors. Both Bob and my sister are working part-time jobs, in addition to their day jobs to pay their alimony and to make ends meet. They work every day without a break. They are both still in their 30s, but their heads are full of gray hairs, and they seem to have aged completely. My sister, who used to take pride in looking young, must be very depressed. She deserved it. As for me, since my divorce from Bob, I have been able to devote myself to my work more than ever. I plan to enjoy my single life for a while, but if I ever get married again, I would like to be with someone who understands my work this time.
Natalie, is this a good time? I have good news.
Hi, Stefan. Are you sure it's okay to drop a text while you're on a busy business trip?
I'm already done with work, and I'm at a hotel, so it's fine.
I see. You must be tired. Anyway, what's the good news?
Emily's coming home.
Emily?
It's my little sister, Emily. She's graduating from college soon. She's coming back to our parents' house.
Oh, I see.
What's wrong?
Well,
Well, you rarely saw Emily. The only time you saw her was at our wedding and when she came back home for Christmas holidays.
That's right.
But it makes you happy, doesn't it? Because we get to live with my little sister.
Well, you might be happy, but...
What the hell? If you have something to say, just say it.
To be honest, I'm a little uncomfortable with Emily.
Huh? Why? Emily is such a nice girl. Besides, you and Emily are sisters-in-law.
Yeah, but...
Oh, I'm so disappointed. I thought you would be happy that Emily is coming back. What's wrong with Emily? We're a family. You should get along with each other.
I know. That's why I try to talk to her. But her reaction is cold.
Maybe you're thinking too much.
I don't know.
Because since she was a little girl, Emily has always been cheerful and honest. She can easily get along with anyone. I'm proud of her. It's impossible for Emily to be cold. If you can't get along with her, you're the one with the problem.
What? Is it my fault?
I mean, you're older than her. You should be the one to compromise and get along with Emily.
Right. By the way, Emily's graduating from college and coming back to her parents' house, right? So that means she got a job close to her parents' house.
Well, she hasn't found a job yet.
What? She's unemployed?
What can I do? She tried to find a job, but it didn't work out. She's going to work part-time for a while and plan to relax at our parents' house.
I see. I hope she finds a job soon.
What do you mean by that? Do you want Emily to leave soon?
I didn't say that. It's just, if she can't find a job forever, I just thought your mother and father might be worried.
Oh, don't worry about that.
What do you mean?
Both my mom and dad are happy just to have her around, They might be happy that she hasn't got a job. If she starts working, she won't be home as much. Besides, until Emily gets a job or gets married, I'm going to take care of her.
What?
It's nothing surprising. I'm Emily's brother. I'm supposed to take care of my sister until she becomes independent. It's a natural thing for a family.
She's a bit spoiled, don't you think?
What?
Emily is an adult. For her sake, isn't it true love to let her go?
No. There's no way I'm letting go of my precious little sister. Are you jealous of Emily?
Excuse me?
You don't like it when I'm nice to Emily, right? Jealous of your husband's sister? It's pathetic to act like that at your age.
I'm not jealous.
Anyway, Emily's moving in at the end of the next month. Make sure you help her with unpacking, okay? I'll still be on my business trip and won't be home for a while.
Oh, okay.
Emily is my precious little sister. I'm begging you, please get along with her.
Yeah. Hey, Natalie. Have you gone to bed already? Can I ask you a favor?
Hi, Emily. What's wrong at this hour?
Thank goodness. You're still awake, aren't you?
I was asleep. Your ringtone woke me up.
Can you pick me up at Central Station now?
Excuse me? Emily, have you been drinking again?
Yes, I have. I went out for a drink with my friends from my hometown, and I missed the last train.
It's almost midnight.
That's why I'm asking you to pick me up.
I can't. I was sleeping until you woke me up.
But now that you're awake, come pick me up.
I have work in the morning. Why don't you just take a cab and come home?
No way. It's a waste of money.
What?
I don't have a job, remember? There's no way I can pay for a cab.
Then why don't you start working?
I can't even work if I wanted to. I failed at job hunting.
Why don't you just get a part-time job? You got money from Steven for today's drinks, didn't you?
Shut up. It's normal for a little sister to get an allowance from her brother.
I don't know about that. You're not a child, you're an adult. You should at least earn money to go out drinking.
It's really annoying that you lecture me every time. Ugh. If it was my brother, he would come and get me right away. I should just call him and ask him to come to the station.
Don't call him at this time of night. Besides, Steven is out of town on a long business trip.
I guess it's not possible for him to come from out of town. My mom and dad both go to bed early, and wake up early. So, they'll be in bed at this time. So the only one I can ask is you, Natalie.
I told you, I can't.
You're so mean.
Huh?
If you don't pick me up, I'll tell my brother.
Come on.
Do you really want me to do that? Steven loves me so much. If you're not nice to me, he'll get mad at you, you know.
I think I'm being nice enough. Ever since you came home, I've been taking care of you a lot. I've picked you up and dropped you off by a car all the time.
Isn't it natural that you take care of me? Because you're the one who came to marry into our family.
Well, you know.
You're a stranger, but we let you live in our house. It's only natural that you listen to me.
You know, just because I'm your brother's wife, that doesn't mean you can use me. Besides, this house is...
Oh, enough. It's too much trouble, so I'll take a cab home. In return, I'll ask you for the cab fare later.
Why would I?
Because you're not picking me up. That's why I have to take a cab.
Well, it's your fault for missing the last train.
Shut up. Remember what happens later.
What do you mean?
Well, Natalie, you might get kicked out of the house.
Why would I get kicked out?
We'll see. Well, I'll get a cab and go home now. I'll charge you for the cab fare.
Hey, Natalie. You've got to be kidding me. What did you do to my sister? What is it, out of the blue? Why are you mad at me? Don't play dumb. This morning, Emily called me crying. She said, Natalie is bullying me. I need your help. She also told me to get rid of you right now. I told you to get along with my sister. What on earth did you do to her? Depending on your response, I'll have you leave the house. Wait a minute. Steven, calm down. How can I calm down? My precious sister has been treated badly by my wife. My parents are ticked off at you too. I don't know how Emily explained to you, but I didn't do anything. You liar. If you didn't do anything, Emily wouldn't have bothered to call me. You should at least be honest and admit what you did. I really didn't do anything. What did she say about me? She said you verbally abused her. She also said you inflicted violence on her when no one was looking. Huh? There's no way I would do something like that. Rather, I'm the one who's being bad-mouthed. Emily is not the kind of girl who talks bad about others. What? Moreover, I heard you kicked Emily out of the house late at night yesterday. I don't know what happened, but throwing a girl her age out in the middle of the night? That's beyond insane. I didn't throw her out. I mean, did Emily tell you that I kicked her out? That's right. Because it was cold outside, she caught a cold. How are you going to take responsibility if Emily's cold gets worse? Emily is lying. She's not the kind of girl who lies. Listen to me properly. Last night, Emily went out for drinks with her friends. She called me to pick her up because she missed the last train. But it was already late. I had to work the next morning, so I asked her to take a cab and come home. That's a lie too. Huh? Emily's not the kind of girl who drinks late at night. Steven, you trust her words more than mine? Of course. You're a stranger after all. Emily is my blood sister.
What?
Be honest. You're just jealous of your younger and prettier sister-in-law, aren't you? Grow up, you old hag.
How could I be jealous? I can't believe you. I can't believe you just called your own wife an old hag.
You should think about your position. You're my wife. Don't think you can get away with bullying my sister.
I'm telling you, I didn't bully her. She's just lying to entrap me.
Are you still bad-mouthing Emily?
Because it's true. To be honest, it's hard for me too. To begin with, living together at your parents' house? I didn't like it, you know. You insisted that we had to live with your parents, so I agreed. But your parents are people with old-fashioned values. They treat me, their daughter-in-law, like a housekeeper. And even your sister drives me crazy.
It's only natural for a wife to serve her family.
Are you serious?
If you have a problem with me, you can leave.
Okay, then I'll leave.
What?
I'm sick of it. I work full-time and yet I'm forced to do all the housework? On top of that, I have to take care of your sister who doesn't have a job.
You're such an insolent wife talking back to your husband. Fine, just pack up your stuff and get out. I'd be better off without a wife who can't take care of her family. Don't you ever come back to my house again.
Natalie, you're joking. You really packed your bags and left, didn't you? But I feel better now that the nagging woman is gone. I knew I could count on my big brother. You lying jerk. Are you mad at me? Oh, that's scary. But it's your fault, you know. You were mean to me, so I told my brother. How can you lie like that? I verbally abused you? I inflicted violence on you? I kicked you out of the house in the middle of the night? You made all that up. Made up? Well, I made up a little bit, but come on. They're all lies. Why did you lie like that? Did you want to get rid of me so badly? That's right. I'd do anything if I could get you out of my way. A nagging old hag like you. You're not fit to be my brother's wife. I'm sure you're going to divorce my brother. Good luck with your spouse hunting. Well, at your age, you may not be able to remarry. You'll regret it. Huh? Whatever you say, it's going to sound like a sore loser. I don't think I'll regret it. I'm glad to get rid of the old hag from our house. Sore loser. You'll soon find out if I'm a sore loser or not. I'm cutting myself off from you guys. Whatever happens, don't come to me for help. Natalie, pick up! Emily, you're so persistent. I'm at work right now. Can we talk later? What's going on? What? What are you talking about? Did you know that my parents' house was a rental? Yes. I totally thought my dad bought this house. Emily, you didn't know? Your house is a rental house. Oh no! Is that all you wanted? I'm at work, so I'm going. Wait a minute. I just received a demand notice. They said we're behind on our rent and we need to pay it as soon as possible. Oh, really? I guess you'll just have to pay it then. Well, I asked my brother about it. He said it should be debited from our account. But the realtor said that the account balance is insufficient to pay the rent. Mom and Dad say they don't have the money to pay the rent. Hey, what should I do? I don't work, so I don't have any money either. If I don't do something, we'll get kicked out of the house.
Why don't you ask your precious big brother to pay for it?
He says he can't pay the rent either. He's just trying to make ends meet for Mom, Dad, and me. What the hell is going on? How have you been paying our rent all this time?
Well, I'll tell you all about it.
What?
I was the one paying the rent.
You're lying.
It wasn't just the rent. I was also the one paying the utilities.
Even the utilities?
That's right.
What do you mean? I thought my brother was paying for everything.
Stephen makes less than me. He was so determined to support his parents. So after we got married, we moved in with his parents. Then, his father quit his job after we moved in. Stephen became caught up in paying for our own and his parents' living expenses. So I ended up sending money every month to an account for rent debit. But I don't live in that house anymore, so I don't have to send them money for rent, do I?
I didn't know that. Stephen often used to give me an allowance, so I thought he was well paid.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, why don't you take this opportunity to start working? I mean, if you don't start working right away, your whole family will be homeless.
Hey, Natalie, will you please come back?
Huh?
I want to live with you.
What are you talking about? You kicked me out, remember?
Since you left, the house is a mess. There's no one to clean it. The rooms are covered with dust. Laundry is all over the place. It's like a dump.
I can imagine. As soon as I got married and moved in, your parents made me do all the housework.
And we only eat frozen food now. Please, Natalie, please come home.
I don't want to.
Why not?
Why not? Are you stupid? You've been harassing me. You lied to Stephen and kicked me out. Now you want me to come back? That's too convenient.
Because we're a family. I think we should help each other if we're family.
We are strangers.
What?
Because Stephen and I are divorced.
What?
Stephen also believed you more than me and kicked me out. What's the point of being married to a husband who doesn't trust you?
I don't want that. If you guys are divorced, who's going to pay our rent?
That's none of my business. You and your family can handle it.
Oh my God! Why does Stephen get divorced without telling me? If you're gone, our family wouldn't be able to survive.
Maybe he forgot that I was paying the rent.
I'm sorry, Natalie. Please forgive me.
Oh my, what's with the sudden apology? Just the other day, you were harassing me in such a good mood.
I'm sorry. I will never do that to you again. So please, please, get back together with Stephen.
You can be as remorseful as you want, but that doesn't make up for what you did. No matter how much you apologize, I won't forgive you.
Please, I didn't think this would happen to me. From now on, I'll be friends with you. I won't even be selfish. I beg you, please forgive me.
This is not only about you, but also your brother and your parents. I won't help you at all from now on, and I won't have anything to do with you. From now on, you're a family of scum, and you're going to help each other out. After that, my ex-husband also contacted me to get back together, but of course I ignored him.
In the end, my ex-husband and his family left the house and moved into a low-rent apartment. However, it was quite small for 4 adults to live in. In order to move to a larger apartment, Emily finally started working part-time. But she was so selfish at work that she didn't last long no matter where she worked. Even now, they seem to be living a poor life in a small and shabby apartment. As for me, after my divorce, I moved into a condo. I am enjoying an elegant life on my own. When I was married to my ex-husband, I sacrificed myself for his family. But because you only live once, I will live my life the way I want to, not for others.
Hey sis, are you home by now?
Hi, Roy. I just arrived and I'm getting dressed and relaxing.
I see. You must be tired after all the care you took today. I know you've been working nonstop lately, even on weekends. Thanks for freeing up your schedule today.
Don't be overly formal. I feel like I'm your mother, so it's only natural that I should be there, right?
I understand, but you've been working so hard. I know you don't get much rest, so...
No need to worry about that. Now that you're engaged, I was really happy to meet Ashley.
Then it's all right. Sis, honestly, what did you think of Ashley?
She's really sweet. I love chatting with her because she was always smiling and really listened to me. Plus, she had some great stories that kept me entertained. And let's not forget, she's stunning. I didn't realize you were so into looks.
I didn't pick her just because she's pretty.
I know. I would have vetoed your marriage if she was pretty but mean. But to my surprise, she's genuinely nice. And on top of that, she's gorgeous.
I'm relieved to hear that. Even if you didn't like her, I wouldn't end things with her. But it does matter to me whether you like her or not, because you mean a lot to me.
Roy, you don't have to worry about things like that. I want you to be happy without stressing about me.
It doesn't work like that. You're really important to me, sis.
Thanks.
Ashley mentioned she was happy to find out how kind you are.
Really? That's great to hear. I used to think of you as just a kid until recently, but now you're getting married. Time flies, huh?
Sis, you always treat me like a kid. I'm in my late 20s now, and I can handle my work in my own way. It's time you started treating me like an adult.
I do see you as an adult. I just wanted to say that it all happened so fast.
Yeah, I know. When Mom and Dad were killed in a car accident, I was in 6th grade, and you were a senior in high school. You gave up going to college even though you passed the entrance exam. And you worked very hard so that we could make ends meet. You had part-time gigs on weekends and hardly ever took a day off. It must have been tough for you, especially when your friends were off enjoying college life to the fullest.
Well, to be honest, it was hard, but I was desperate to protect you back then. But when your rebellious phase kicked in, it was really tough for me. When you told me I was annoying and that I shouldn't act like a mom, I cried alone at night.
I'm sorry. I was just a kid back then.
I know. I just wanted to tease you a bit. You helped me a ton. You were the reason I could work so hard. And I see how hard you're working now. You deserve to marry a great girl like Ashley. I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I'm genuinely happy for you.
Thanks.
I'm really excited for the wedding in 3 months. I'll be crying for sure.
It's fine to cry.
Really? But it's not cool if your sister cries playing the mother role.
By the way, is there anyone you're interested in right now?
No, there isn't.
I see. You've been busting your butt all this time to support me, huh? From now on, you should focus on your own happiness. I hope you find a great guy and find happiness too.
Well, I want to love too, you know. Sure, I want to get married, but I feel awkward because I've gained weight.
Yeah, you've put on quite a bit of weight since turning 30.
Yeah, about 30 pounds.
Really? That much?
Around that time, I started mainly working from home. And since then, I've been cooped up at home most of the day. And yet, I've been eating the same amount of food, so it's no surprise I've packed on the pounds. Even my metabolism has slowed down, making it easier for me to gain weight. I know I should exercise, but I just haven't been able to get around to it.
I'm concerned about your health aside from your appearance. I know it's hard for you to start exercising right away, so how about getting up a little earlier every day and going for a walk? Or doing some stretching would make a difference.
Well, I want to shed some weight before the wedding. I think I'll start walking tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Ashley isn't just beautiful but also slender. I envy her.
She's pretty mindful about her diet and all. She mentioned she does it because she easily gains weight.
I see. So she's putting in the work behind the scenes. I should take a page out of her book.
I don't want you to push yourself too hard, so taking it one step at a time is okay. I'm rooting for you.
Thanks.
Well, I'll be updating you. I'm sorry for keeping this conversation going when you're tired.
No worries. You must be tired too. Take a good rest. Good morning, Madison. Good morning, Ashley. Did you sleep well last night? It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. I'm so glad. I'm really excited for you. I'm going to get ready and leave the house. Please don't come to the wedding. Sorry? I told you not to come to the wedding. What are you talking about? What's wrong? The wedding is today, right? Yes, it is. We'll have the wedding as planned, but I don't want you to come. I mean, even if you come, I won't let you in. Why? Did I do something to make you hate me? It's because you're fat. Huh? Don't tell me you're not aware that you're fat. Well, yes, but... I know, right? How could anybody think they are not fat if they're as fat as you? My friends are all beautiful, good-looking girls just like me. You met my parents, so you know both of them are beautiful and slender. You would stand out being fat in such group. I'd be embarrassed if my friends find out that someone like you is my sister-in-law. Embarrassed? You're fat and ugly. You shouldn't come to my wedding. Actually, I wanted to lose some weight before the wedding. So I've been trying for the past 3 months, and I've lost some weight. How many pounds did you lose? 8 pounds. Don't make me laugh. A fat girl like you lost 8 pounds. You can't tell the difference. You can't say you've lost weight with that. Does Roy know about this? I haven't told him. If he knows, he will be sad for sure. He'll be upset and might even want to cancel the wedding. You know what you're doing? That's why I didn't tell you until today. Actually, I wanted to tell you not to come to the wedding earlier. But if I do that, Roy might cancel the wedding. I figured he couldn't do so on the wedding day. So you planned everything. What if I go to the wedding? I'll just kick you out. I won't go to the wedding if you insist. Finally, you understood. I'm really glad. Oh, I'm not saying that I want to cut ties with you. I just don't want you at the wedding. So, you can give us your congratulatory gift on a different day. I'll be waiting for it. I hope you'll be able to finish the wedding safely. Don't worry. I'll be able to enjoy the wedding to the fullest without you. I truly appreciate you.
I've been trying to reach Madison, but she hasn't answered my calls. I've searched around the ceremony hall, but I can't find her. The wedding is starting in an hour. Where could she be? She's never been late for anything in her life. It's not like her to be late for my wedding. I'm worried that something might have happened to her. I'm going to head over to her house now.
Your sister isn't coming.
Huh? Do you know what's going on, Ashley?
I told her not to come to the wedding.
What? Why would you do that? You said she was kind, right? Why did you tell her not to come?
Because she's fat.
Huh? That has nothing to do with you, Ashley. It's true my sister is fat, but she's not bothering you.
What are you talking about? She's bothering me to no end.
What the?
If my friends find out that a fat girl like her is my sister-in-law, I'll be embarrassed. I can't stand that. I don't want a fat and ugly sister-in-law at my wedding. That's why I told her not to come to the wedding. You understand me, right?
How could I possibly understand? You can apologize to my sister right now. If she jumps in a cab now, I think she can make it to the wedding just in time.
I definitely refuse that. I don't want your sister to come. You don't have to go for her. Just get back here.
You're gonna regret this. I'm going to ask you one last time. Ashley, you have no intention of apologizing to my sister or inviting her to the wedding. Are you sure of that?
I'm pretty sure. What are you talking about? There's no way I'm going to regret it. I would definitely regret inviting your sister to the wedding.
Really? You're okay with that?
I told you it's fine. Don't make me say it again.
Okay, then let's cancel the wedding.
Huh? What are you talking about? The ceremony starts in an hour. There's no way you can call it off now. Some people have already registered. Others are already on their way to the venue.
It's your fault. She is my only family, and yet you told her not to come to my wedding just because she's fat. I can't get married to someone like that. I'll make a sincere apology to everyone. I'm sure my guests will understand once I explain the situation. You explain to your guests yourself.
Why should I do that?
Then I'll tell them the truth, that you told my only family not to come to the wedding because she is fat. I'll explain to them that I can't marry someone who behaves like that.
Hey, don't do that. If you do that, they'll think I'm the bad guy here.
You're aware of the harm you're causing. I feel responsible about this. I didn't realize you were capable of such behavior.
It's like you're only concerned about your sister. You're overly attached to her.
What do you mean?
I know that your sister took on the role of a parent after your parents passed away, but you're overly fixated on her. To put it bluntly, it's weird.
I know exactly what you're like. You may look down on her, but guess what? She was going to cover the entire wedding expenses.
What? Seriously?
Yes, indeed. I told her she didn't need to, but she insisted. She wanted to do it as a last gesture of care for me. This venue is quite popular and expensive. You're aware of that, Ashley?
Of course I am. Why didn't you tell me she was going to cover the costs? I would have invited her then.
She asked me not to tell you because she didn't want you to worry. She expressed genuine happiness about our wedding and wanted to contribute as a gift.
She said so?
In a way, I'm thankful for this. I've come to see your true colors before the wedding.
Are you seriously considering calling off the wedding?
This isn't a joke. I'm serious.
But why? I simply didn't want your sister to attend the wedding.
Simply, huh? You still fail to understand the gravity of your actions. I don't have the time to continue this conversation. Once I return, I'll explain the situation to everyone and offer a heartfelt apology.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'll apologize to your sister. I'll tell her to come to the wedding even now. So don't do that.
It's too late now. I know your true colors. Let's say our marriage never happened.
Oh no. Roy, please reconsider. Madison, I'm really sorry about this morning. I was totally out of it this morning. I didn't mean it. I really wanted you to come to the wedding. It didn't seem that way to me. Believe me. So, is Roy at your place? Yeah, he's right here with me. I knew it. I've been trying to call him many times, but he hasn't answered. Can you tell him to contact me right now? Roy says he doesn't want to talk to you. Huh? No way. He caused so much trouble. He suddenly canceled the wedding just an hour before it. And when people ask why, he spilled everything. Then everybody treated me like the bad guy. Even my friends did. I can't forgive them for betraying my trust. In the first place, all of this happened because you're fat. Huh? Is it my fault? That's right. If it weren't for you, I would have had the best wedding with Roy. If you feel guilty about it, you should tell all the guests that you didn't attend the wedding of your own accord and that I had nothing to do with it.
You still say that? That's enough.
Huh? Could it be you, Roy?
That's right. Madison told you I'm with her. Don't you remember that? You kept spouting nonsense to her. I couldn't stand it anymore, so I borrowed her cell phone.
Oh, good. Now I can finally talk to you. You're such a jerk for leaving me like that. Thanks to you, I got blamed by my parents and relatives, and I had a tough time.
You caused all of this, didn't you? All the guests of my side understood how I felt and left. Of course, I'm going to send my sincere apologies again later, but I wanted to apologize to my sister first and foremost.
Now you're bringing up your sister again. I'm fed up with that.
Rest assured, because I'm divorcing you.
What?
If it ends like this, we shouldn't have even gotten married.
Huh? Are you saying that you choose your sister over me? Your fat, ugly sister?
I do love my sister. She's been really good to me, and I want to repay her in the future. I loved you, Ashley. It's not like I'm choosing one person over the other. You can't compare your feelings like that. But right now, I have nothing but disgust for you, Ashley. I can't be with someone who speaks ill of someone I care about. I can't love you anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I just can't stand to see your sister in her wedding photos and videos. I just couldn't help it. But I was wrong. I apologized to her, so please forgive me.
I don't want to. If you think you can get forgiveness for anything by apologizing, you're mistaken.
Won't you change your mind? Ron, you said I'd regret it today. You will definitely regret it if you break up with me.
Why do you think so?
Are you really okay with letting go of a beautiful woman like me? You are not that good looking. You will never be able to date a beautiful woman like me again. Are you still okay with that?
You should look at your own face in the mirror.
Huh?
Your bad character shows on your face.
What's that? That can't be true.
I'm ashamed of myself for not noticing it before. And about the wedding venue fee, we are going to separate and cover it respectively.
No way! I don't have that kind of money.
If you don't have that kind of money, why don't you just ask your parents? Anyway, I'll ask you to pay half.
Oh no! You know my parents disowned me today.
I know, but I don't give a shit. You got what you deserved, didn't you? You're on your own.
Oh no. After that, Ashley contacted Roy many times to ask him to get back together with her. I explained the situation to Ashley's parents again. The divorce was finalized, and they took care of the wedding expenses. They disowned Ashley, using the money as a severance package. They also came to Roy with the money and apologized to us in person. They are such decent parents. Why did Ashley become so ill-minded? It's all a mystery to me. I know Ashley is to blame, but I feel like I am part of the cause for this mess because of my weight. I wanted to make it up, so I'm determined to lose weight. I succeeded in losing 2 pounds in a year, and thanks to that, I got a boyfriend through my work. I'm very happy in both work and private life. A year later, Roy started dating a girl with the intention of marriage, and he wanted to introduce her to me. So I suggested a double date with them and my boyfriend. We had a wonderful time talking about what ifs, like having the weddings on the same day. I am so happy to see Roy overcoming his painful past and looking so happy. Now I can focus on my own happiness. I would like to live my life with my boyfriend from now on.
Richard, can you come to the hospital today?
Sorry, I'm stuck at work today too. It might be a little tough.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry, I've been working late a lot lately.
I guess since I've been in the hospital, you've been really busy, haven't you?
Oh, you think so?
You used to be able to get home on time almost every day.
Well, that's true, but I thought I should work harder for you.
What?
Because of me, you're bedridden. We're going to need a lot of money from now on too. I want to make money while I can.
It's already happened, so don't worry about it. If you collapse too, it could make things even harder. Don't work so hard.
Vera, I'm really sorry. I'll make it up to you and support you for the rest of my life, so please forgive me.
You don't have to apologize anymore. It's okay.
It's not okay. If I hadn't made that wrong turn, you'd be able to move around right now. I'll never forgive myself.
There's no point in regretting the past. You must be in a lot of pain.
Well, I can't sleep at night just thinking about the accident. But it must be harder for you. You had to quit the job you love so much.
Well, yeah, it's been hard for me too. But I'm just happy that you're okay.
You got hurt badly, but miraculously, I only got a scratch.
Hey, will you come visit me tomorrow? I have some things I need you to bring from home.
Sorry, I can't come tomorrow either.
Oh, you have to work late tomorrow too?
I have a meeting with a client in the evening. I have to take him out for drinks.
Richard, you work too much. Can't you go home early sometimes? Your wife is in the hospital. If you tell your boss what's going on, he may cut you some slack.
No, I don't think that's possible. Everyone at work is so busy. I can't ask for special treatment just because a family member is in the hospital. Besides, if there's something you need, why don't you just ask your mother? She doesn't work, so she's free, right?
Well, maybe she can spare some time, but she can't drive. She wouldn't be able to carry all that stuff.
What about your father then? He has a car, right?
My father can't come. He's on a business trip overseas. You knew that, didn't you?
Oh, he was? But you know what? You can't depend on me all the time.
I can't depend on you. You're my husband, right?
Yes, but stop bothering me so much. I'm working for you, you know.
Okay, I'll ask my mom to bring me a few things.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to.
But you're talking kind of crazy.
Huh?
I don't know if you're worried about me or if you just don't care. I hate to say this, but maybe you're planning not to come to the hospital ever?
Huh? There's no way that's true. I'm more worried about you than anyone else. I'll definitely come visit you when things settle down at work.
Well, that's good.
To be honest, I don't want to go to the hospital for now.
Huh?
I don't feel comfortable seeing my mother-in-law.
Why?
Think about it. I made her precious little daughter bedridden. I bet she still hasn't forgiven me.
That's not true. My mother and father both see it as an accident that couldn't have been helped. They don't blame you.
No, I'm sure both of them really resent me. If I were your parents, I would never forgive me. I would think that they would want me to divorce you.
Don't worry. My parents would never ask us to divorce. In fact, they want us to continue to support each other. So don't be so negative. Let's both do our best to stay positive.
Huh? Well, yeah. Oh, I have to go to a meeting soon, so I'll talk to you later.
Okay, good luck with work.
Sorry, Vera, I'm working late again today. I'll eat out, so you don't need to make me dinner.
What? Are you going out for drinks again?
Well, it's not really a drinking thing. It's more of a work thing.
I see. My mom made your favorite dish today.
I'm really sorry. I'll have it for breakfast tomorrow.
Okay, I'll ask my mother to put yours in the fridge.
Listen, Vera, why don't you go back to your parents' house?
What? What do you mean?
Your mother came over today. She's taking care of you, right?
Yes, but...
I don't want her to have to come over every day. I feel bad for her. She can't drive, so she takes the bus, right? Then maybe it would be easier for her if you went home.
That may be true, but my mom doesn't work, so she has time. She says it wouldn't be hard for her to make the trip for her daughter.
No, I'm sure she is pushing herself.
I doubt that.
It'd be terrible if she collapsed from exhaustion. I think it's better for you to stay at home and be taken care of there.
But I want to stay here if I can.
Why?
Once I go back to my parents' house, I get this feeling I wouldn't be able to come back here.
That's not true. With some rehabilitation, you might be able to move around in a wheelchair, right? Then you can come back.
Well, yeah.
I understand you want to stay home, but I think it'd be better for you and your mother for you to stay at your parents' place for a while.
But during that time, we'd be apart, right?
Well...
Having an accident like this one made me realize you never know what's gonna happen in life, right? I want to be with the person I love as much as possible so I don't regret it later.
You're overreacting, aren't you? Accidents like that don't happen often. I'm more worried about you. I'm worried about you living alone in the house when I'm away most of the time for work. What if you get sick when your mom is away? What if you die with no one there to help you?
No, I think you're the one overreacting.
Then what if there is a big earthquake? Vera, you would never be able to escape by yourself.
That's, you won't know until it happens.
No, of course you wouldn't be able to escape. You're bedridden. If you lived in a house, you might be able to roll or crawl away. But we are on the 4th floor of an apartment building. You can't take the elevator by yourself. You can't even use the stairs.
So you want to move out?
Huh?
You mean I should live on the 1st floor of an apartment or in a house?
No, I'm not sure why you're suddenly talking about moving.
Then I'd better make an effort to stay in my current place, right? If I go back to my parents' house, my mother will be responsible for all my care. Even though I have a husband, you. Isn't that a little crazy?
But let's be realistic. I hardly ever get to go home. I have to work overtime every day, and on my days off, I get calls from work.
Look, maybe I've said this before. Can't you find a way to make some time away from work? Your wife is bedridden.
Don't be selfish. I'm working my heart out for you.
I know that, but...
Anyway, I'm worried about you. I think it would be safer if you stayed at your parents' house. I'd be able to concentrate on my work too.
Richard, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I'm not. I'm asking you to go home for your own good.
I doubt that. It just seems like you're using work as an excuse to get away from me.
Vera, sorry.
What?
You were right.
Huh?
To be honest, it's hard for me to be around you.
What?
When I look at you, I can't help thinking about the accident. I feel like I'm being blamed all the time, that it's my fault you're having a hard time.
No one is blaming you, Richard.
I can't break it down like that. You should feel how I feel when I'm tormented by guilt every day.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry, but this is how I honestly feel. I want to be away from you right now.
You're dumping me?
I didn't say I'm dumping you. We're just going to live apart for a little while.
For how long?
I don't know. Well, until I feel better, I guess.
Okay, I'm going home.
Thanks, Vera. I'll come for you at some point.
I won't hold my breath.
Don't say that. But if you want to stay there, I won't stop you.
You're still trying to get rid of me.
That's not it. I mean, I want to respect your wishes.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm going to ask my mom to move some of my stuff out to my parents' house. Richard, it's been a while. Is this a good time?
Oh, Vera.
What are you surprised at?
I didn't know you were alive.
Huh? You thought I was dead?
No, I haven't heard from you in a while. You were bedridden. I thought you were already gone.
That's rude. I'm bedridden, but I'm full of life.
Oh, yeah.
When are you going to come for me?
Huh?
You said you'd come for me when you felt better. It's already been 6 months since then, right?
Sorry, I've been busy at work. I've been working late as usual. I'm sorry I haven't been able to see you.
You're lying.
What?
My mother told me.
She told you what?
She said you've been bringing a woman to the condo. When my mother went to pick up my things, she saw you and a young woman going into the apartment.
Oh my god.
You're such a jerk. You sent me home to live with my parents so you can live with your lover, right?
Well, okay, I guess there's no hiding it now.
So you admit to cheating on me?
What can I say? You went home. I was lonely too.
What? You told me to go back to my parents' house.
Oh, your mother has bad timing. If she hadn't come to the condo such an awkward time, you wouldn't have had to suffer so much. You would have been able to leave this world without ever knowing.
You know, I'm not going to die so easily.
But I'm divorcing you. You don't want to come back to me now, do you?
You lied about being busy with work and sent me away to my parents' house. You were planning to dump me from the start, weren't you? If there was another woman, you should have told me honestly.
There's no way I could tell you that. You'd get hurt.
I don't want your needless concern. You didn't want to pay the compensation for the affair anyway, did you?
If it's compensation, I'll pay it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life taking care of a bedridden wife. If I can get a divorce and be free, I'll pay you whatever compensation you want.
Okay, that's fine with me. Let's get a divorce.
I'm glad you're a reasonable woman.
But your life is over.
Huh?
No, it's nothing.
What do you mean my life is over?
Nothing. Good luck with your new wife.
Hey, Vera. Don't ignore me. Hey.
Richard, what are you all frantic about?
You did it, didn't you?
Excuse me?
Don't play dumb with me. A real estate agent came to the condo out of the blue today.
Oh, that's right.
You've got to be kidding me. You saw the condo without my permission. What do you mean you want me to leave at the end of this month?
Because that condo is mine.
Huh?
Oh my, did you forget? I bought that condo when I was single. The mortgage was paid before we got married.
Oh.
Are you okay? Did you hit your head in an accident and lose your memory? Of course, it's in my name. And since I bought it before we were married, it can't be joint property of the couple. Whether I sell what's mine or not is up to me, right?
Oh, come on now. I was going to start a new life with my girlfriend in this condo.
I guess you're out of luck. You won't be able to live in that place any longer. You'll have to find a new place soon.
You're an ogre. Selling the house to spite me for leaving you?
Oh well, what's the use of owning a house I can't ever live in?
You don't live there, but I still do.
Why would I let a stranger live in my house? Why don't you just take what's yours and go?
Damn. Okay. I'll find a bigger and better place. Vera, what is this? My mother-in-law and the movers came earlier. They took away all our furniture and appliances.
What about it?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm still living here. I can't live in an empty place.
That's why I told you to get out of there.
It's not that easy to find a place to move. I mean, why are you taking our stuff without permission? We were using the furniture and appliances together, you know.
Oh, they should have only taken out what was mine.
Huh?
I only had the stuff I bought when I was single moved out. When we got married, you didn't have any savings at all. We started our newlywed life by you moving into my place. But I left the toaster oven that we got after we got married.
Oh, come on, just a toaster oven?
You can bake bread with a toaster oven.
You know what?
You're working a lot now. You must have some money saved up. Why don't you buy her some new appliances?
Oh, give me a break. If I had to buy everything again now, it would cost me a lot of money.
Then why don't you just live in her house? Then you wouldn't have to look for a new place. And you wouldn't have to buy new furniture and appliances.
I don't know what the problem is. She doesn't let me come over to her place.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
Huh? What do you mean, sure? You know something?
I heard she has a husband.
What? No way.
Oh, you didn't know? I think she has 2 kids.
Kids? Oh my god.
You really don't know?
I didn't know anything about that. I thought she was single. Oh my gosh, was I tricked?
Oh, no. It goes both ways, doesn't it? You're married too.
Yeah, but...
By the way, Richard, haven't you been in touch with your girlfriend lately?
Huh? Come to think of it, she doesn't pick up the phone when I call her. And my messages haven't been read.
I think her husband has found out about the affair. I'm sure he'll file a claim for compensation soon.
What?
Of course, I'm going to demand my share of compensation too. Make sure to pay up.
Wait a minute. How do you know so much about her?
My mother told me.
Your mother?
She hired a detective agency. They checked out a lot of stuff for us.
Oh no, my gentle and calm mother-in-law.
You underestimated her, but she always suspected you.
What did I do? I didn't show any signs of suspiciousness.
She was dumbfounded. I thought it was crazy too, even when I was bedridden and hospitalized. You didn't visit me at all, citing work as the reason.
Oh.
But I guess you lied about your job. While my mother worked so hard to keep me company, you were going on dates with your girlfriend.
I can't believe it. You found out about everything. What am I supposed to do now?
I don't know.
I was supposed to divorce you and start a new life. My whole plan is screwed up. Hey, Vera, can we just not get divorced?
Excuse me?
I'll never cheat on you again. I'll take care of you.
No thanks. I don't want a piece of trash like you taking care of me.
Don't say that.
I was devastated about being bedridden after the accident. But thanks to that, I was able to find out who you really are.
Vera, I'm begging you. I'm really sorry, so please forgive me.
Goodbye, scumbag. Don't ever show your face again. After that, Richard persistently contacted me. He kept trying to get me to get back together with him. With the help of a lawyer, we were able to get a divorce. I was also able to get compensation. As expected, my ex-husband was also charged compensation by the husband of his lover. He even had to borrow money. Now he lives in a shabby apartment with very cheap rent. He is working part-time in addition to his day job, and he is working without rest. As for me, I have been bedridden for a long time. Thanks to my efforts in rehabilitation, I am now able to move around in a wheelchair. I can only thank my mother for supporting me. I will continue to do my best in rehabilitation, and when I am able to go out, I would like to go on a trip with my mother.
Oh my god. Today's meal is particularly awful. I can't believe you tried to make me eat something that tastes like dog food. What kind of harassment is this?
Dog food? Are you talking about the meal I made for you this morning?
Exactly. I had no choice but to choke it down. Don't make me eat that disgusting food again. You've been married to Jake for 2 years, and you've been living with me for 3 months already, right? When are you going to learn to cook something decent? I've been giving you cooking tips every day. Why don't you show some improvement?
You always complain when I cook frozen food. I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning to make sure you have breakfast and lunch ready. And now you're saying it's like feeding you dog food? If you dislike my cooking that much, why don't you cook for yourself? I have a full-time job and I'm doing my best to juggle work and household responsibilities. Since you don't have a job, why not handle your meals?
What are you implying? Taking care of your mother-in-law is also part of being a wife. I feel sorry for my son who has to eat your awful cooking every day. For your sake, I suggested living together so I could teach you how to cook.
My husband enjoys what you call dog food. I've been making Jake's lunch alongside your breakfast. Essentially, he's eating the same meals. Jake has never complained about the food. The only one who seems to have an issue is you.
He's just being nice to you. He's lying to spare your feelings, you know. Can't you even realize that?
I don't think so. Besides, you end up eating everything anyway, right?
What?
Well, my lunch break is almost over. I have to go now.
What do you mean you have to go? We are not done talking.
I'm at the office, Victoria. I'm sorry, but I have to go back to work.
Hey, we are talking about an important thing. Ah, Jesus Christ. Looks like I'll have to teach you a proper lesson.
You did it, didn't you? All the stew I just made is spilled in the sink. Why did you do that?
Yes, I threw it away.
I knew it. What were you thinking?
I tasted it while you were in the bathroom. It was awful, completely inedible. Tasted like it was rotten. Could have caused food poisoning. That's why I had to throw it away. My son could get hospitalized eating that food.
I bought the ingredients after work today. There's no way they could have gone bad. And please, don't waste food like this. If you don't like my cooking, you don't have to eat it. You didn't have to throw it away like that.
Oh, really? I wondered why it tasted like that. Now, because of you, there's nothing edible left in this house. I'm going out to eat with my friends tonight.
What?
I don't want to get sick from eating your cooking. Since I have to eat out because of you, you'll be paying for it. I'll charge you later.
Why do I have to pay for it? I don't get it.
Don't you ever talk back to me. I refuse to eat such dog food level stew. Well, you've learned your lesson now. Make sure you cook a decent meal next time.
Hi, honey. I just finished work. I'm heading home now. You cooked my favorite stew today, right? I'm sorry I had to work overtime today. I'm so hungry. I can't wait to be home and eat the best stew in the world. Well, your mother threw it away. What? She threw it away while I was in the bathroom. She proudly told me about it when I asked her. What the hell? I can't believe she did that. She said it tasted rotten. That's why she decided to throw it away. No way that's true. You would never cook food like that. The packed lunches you make for me every day are really good too. Thank you, honey. So there's no food that I can serve you right away. I see. I'm sorry about my mom. It was a mistake that we agreed to live with her. I thought she needed to be with us after my father left her. I feel bad that you have to wake up early every day to cook. But if I try to talk to her, she just gets even more stubborn. I'm really sorry. You don't need to apologize. I love cooking for you. I'm sorry. I know you were excited about the stew.
If I noticed sooner what she was planning to do, maybe it wouldn't have happened. Looks like your mother went out to eat, so I'll cook again.
Oh, honey, you don't have to do that. How about we go out to eat too?
Are you sure?
Yeah, why not? It's a long weekend too, so how about we grab some drinks?
That sounds good. Actually, there are things I want to talk about without your mother around.
All right. I will get back home in 30 minutes. You should get ready soon.
All right. Take care, honey. See ya.
Let's enjoy tonight. I'm here to hear whatever you want to share, honey. See ya.
Hey, Alex. Where are you now? Why aren't you home? Who's going to take care of the house? This is unforgivable. You should know your position. If you have time to hang out outside, put effort into improving your cooking skills. I can't believe you went out overnight without preparing meals for me. You're a failure as a wife. When you get back, I have to lecture you very well. I won't stop until you apologize sincerely. Be prepared. Alex, when are you going to come back? This is unacceptable. Since there was no food in the house, I had no choice but to eat out. When you come back, I'll charge you the full cost of the meal that I paid. And that's not all. Because you're not here, the laundry and cleaning have piled up. You've abandoned your job as a wife. You're the worst. I can't take this anymore. Jake should consider divorcing a wife like you. Be prepared. Alex, so you finally came back. You were out with Jake during this long weekend?
Yes, that's right. Do you have any problem?
Yes, I do. Well, it's good that it wasn't an affair. But you neglected your important role of cooking for your mother-in-law and went on a trip. It's unforgivable.
So a wife isn't allowed to go on trips with her husband? Why is everything I do wrong to you?
Shut up! If you're back home now, prepare the meal, clean, and do laundry. Do it quickly. And pay me back the money that I spent on food while you were away.
Oh, God.
Hey, why didn't you cook for me? Even though it's bad, I always eat your terrible food.
I won't cook for you anymore because you'll throw it away.
What?
You just want to make a complaint for no reason. It's unacceptable that you always waste food. Why do I have to cook for a person who just throws food?
That's why I'm telling you to cook good food, aren't I? You're the one wasting ingredients. A cheeky wife like you deserves a divorce. Even Jake must be sick of such terrible food. I'm so ashamed that you're the wife of my son. I'll talk to Jake and kick you out of this house.
Oh, really? Then do you know where Jake is right now?
What are you talking about? He's at home. Hold on. What's going on?
Mom?
Jake, where did you go? Oh, I see. Your wife made another terrible food, so you went out to buy food for us, right? Oh, you're such a good son.
Alex makes terrible food?
Yeah. You know what? She didn't prepare a meal for me. She has no respect. You've seen it too, right? She's really bad at cooking. She makes food that only a dog would eat. On top of that, she's always very rude to me. You know what she said to me earlier?
She said she won't cook for you anymore?
Oh, you already know?
Well, I'm with Alex right now.
Huh?
I'm at Alex's parents' place.
Why?
We spent our long weekend here. Alex and her family cooked food for me, and it was really good.
Oh, Lord. Are you okay? I can't believe she's making you eat that disgusting food. You should come back.
That's enough. Mom, you've been relying on Alex's cooking skills since you married Dad.
Huh?
I've been wondering when you would realize that we already know it.
Wait, what are you saying? What do you mean I was relying on Alex? You got married to Alex 2 years ago. We started living together just 2 months ago. It doesn't make any sense.
You really haven't noticed?
What are you talking about?
You just buy food at the deli and pretend that you cook it, don't you?
What? No. Why would I do that?
That deli is run by Alex's family.
What?
By the way, Alex also works there in the kitchen.
No way. That's ridiculous. She must be lying. I've never seen her working there.
That's because she works in the kitchen. Listen, Mom. You've been lying to us for 20 years, serving us the food that Alex cooked. You're telling me Alex is bad at cooking? Aren't you the one who now knows that that's not true?
Oh no. I mean, it's all a misunderstanding.
What kind of misunderstanding is there?
I didn't know Alex worked at that deli.
Whether you knew or not, the fact remains that you wasted food and harassed my wife. You were saying Alex's cooking is bad. Meanwhile, you proudly served dishes from Alex's family deli on our table. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? You know what? Including me, Alex, and her family, we all hate people who waste food.
Listen to me, Jake.
You can't stay with us anymore.
What? It's only been 2 months since we started living together. It's too sudden.
How can we keep living together when you harass my wife like this?
I won't do that anymore. I promise.
I don't trust you.
Why not?
You've been lying to us for 20 years. It's hard to trust someone who's been lying that long.
I won't lie anymore. Promise.
No matter what you say, I won't change my mind. I've already terminated the lease for that apartment at the end of this month.
What? Really? Why do you have to go this far?
I know if I don't, you won't leave us alone. We used this long weekend to look for a new place. And we were lucky to find one quickly.
Then I'll come live with you in the new place.
Mom, please. I can't do this anymore.
You're leaving me? The one who was divorced because of your father's infidelity? How could you do this to me?
Of course, Dad was wrong to cheat, and I'm not on his side at all. I mean, it's rather ironic that he left because he fell in love with a woman who's good at cooking.
What?
Dad never said anything, but he knew that you were lying to us for a long time.
Oh no. Really?
I did feel somewhat sorry for you being left alone after being cheated on. So when you wanted to live together, I accepted, didn't I? But then, you started harassing Alex, and you never did any housework. Plus, I can't believe you asked Alex to pay you for your food. It's just too much, Mom. I'm done with you. Please, reflect on your actions, Mom. Pack up your things, and please leave as soon as possible. If you don't move out by the end of this month, I'll have to forcibly kick you out.
Jake?
Goodbye, Mom.
The next day, Victoria stormed into our deli and caused a scene. But we knew she would come in, so we promptly called the police. She wasn't arrested, but she seemed frightened when the police arrived. After that, somehow she realized her mistake and left the apartment quietly. Jake and I relocated and started a new life. Living without her, I gradually felt the stress melting away. My constant headaches vanished, and life became much more comfortable. Thank you for watching! Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video!